Biography of Periyar E.V. Ramasamy. Early life. Erode Venkata Ramasamy was born on 17 September 1879 to a Kannada Balija Burson family in Erode, then a part of the Coimbatore district of Madras Presidency. E.V. Ramasamy father is a Venkatappa Nayar and his mother was Chinnathai Muttammal. They were restricted and arrested by the police. Gandhiji, Chatpandi Swamigal and Sri Nayanar Guru lent their support to movement. On advice from Gandhiji, the movement was withdrawn temporarily in April 1924. After the talk with caste Hindu failed, the leader resumed the movement. Starting with about 500 people, at Vaikom the number of increased to about 5,000 when the procession reached Thiruvananthapuram in November 1924. In February 1924, they decided to launch a Kerala Pariyatnam to gain temple entry and also the right to use public road to every Hindu. On 14 April, Periyar and his wife Nagamma arrived in Vaikom. They were immediately arrested and imprisoned for participation. He received the title Vaikom Veeran given. Vaikom Satyagraha. According to the prevalent caste system in Kerala and the rest of India, low caste Hindus was denied entry into temples. In Kerala, they were denied permission to walk on road. They led to temples also. In Kakinada meet of the Congress Party in 1923, T.K. Madhavan presented at a report citing the discrimination faced by depressed caste in Kerala. That session desired to promote movement against untouchability. The movement started on 30 March 1924. There was a board outside the Vaikom Mahadev. His attempts were defeated in Congress Party due to discriminations and indifference which led to leaving party in 1925. Formations of Dravida Kalagam. The Dravida Kalagam vehemently fought for abolitions of untouchability amongst the Dalits. It also focused the attention of liberations of movement, women's education, willing marriage, widow marriage, orphanages and nursing homes. In 1949, E.V. Ramasamy, Chief Lieutenant Kanjivaram Nadarajan Annadure established to separate association called the Dravida Munnetra Kalagam or Dravidan Progressive Federations. Vaikom Satyagraha. They were restricted the arrest by the police. Gandhiji, Chattamai Swamigal or Sri Nayanar Guru led to support to the movement. On advice from Gandhiji, the movement was withdrawn temporarily in April 1924. After the talk with caste Hindu failed, the leader resumed the movement. Starting with about 500 people at Vaikom, the number increased to about 5,000 when the procession reached Thiruvananthapuram in November 1924. In February 1924, they decided to launch a Kerala Pariyatnam to gain temple entry and also the right to use public road of every Hindu. On April 14, Periyar and his wife Nagamma arrived in Vaikom. They were immediately arrested and imprisoned from participation. He government at the same time claiming increased state independence. Final years. In 1956, despite warning from P. Kakkan, the president of Tamil Nadu Congress Committee, Periyar organized prescriptions of Marina to burn pictures of Hindu god Rama. Periyar was subsequently arrested on confronted Persian. The activities of Periyar continued when he was to Bangalore in 1958 to participate in all the India official language conference. He stressed in need to retain English as union official language instead of Hindi. 5 years later, Periyar travelled to North India to advocate the eradication of caste system. On 24 December 1973, Periyar died at the age of 94. The Rising. However, on particular incident to Kasi had a profound impact on E.V. Ramasamy ideology on future work at worship site. There were free medals offered to guests. Around this time, he realized that the yeti which had refused him entry was built by a wealthy non-Brahmin from South India. The discriminatory attitude dealt to blow to Periyar record of Hinduism, for event in hand witnessed at Kasi were completely different from picture of Kasi he had in mind as a holy place which welcomed all. Ramasamy was tight until his visit to Kasi. After with this, Kalagam. The Dravida Munnetra Kalagam vehemently fought of abolition to untouchability among the Datils. It also focused in attention of liberation of women education, willing marriage, widow marriage, orphans and mercy homes. In 1949, E.B. Ramasamy, Chief Lieutenant Kanjivaram Natarajan Annadurai established a separate association called the Dravida Munnetra Kalagam or Dravida Progressive Federations. This was due to difference between the two while Periyar advocated to separate independent Dravidian or Tamil state, Annadurai compromised with the Delhi government at the same time claiming increase the state independence. Early life. He used to listen to Tamil Vaishnavi gurus, gave discourage in his house, enjoying his father's hospitality. As Periyar grew, he felt the people used religious only as a marks to deserve innocent people and they were look at it one his duties in life to warn people against suppression in priests. In 1904, E.V. Ramasamy went a pilgrim to Kazi to visit the revered Shiva temple to Kazi Vishwanath. Thought regard on one of the hostilities rising to Hindus, he witnessed immoral activities such as beginning floating dead. Thanks for watching.